to a specific abandoned church of Deus, we went down and we saw fake Sachi, who was very offended by Sachi's just about everything. We decided to make the poor decision to let her take us to Vecna instead of just killing her right there and then, which ended up being a problem because Sachi now has the well, let's just say, okay, I should probably not say that in stream, actually. Anyway, we were led there. We tried to convince them to be civil. They decided to not like that. And then it turns out Sachi, too, the fake one, liked torturing people as a hobby. So Sachi and I freed Strahd's daughter, pointed her Sachi's way, and she, well, he kind of painted the ground red. We also cut off some dude's arms and legs, but he's alive, so that's pretty cool. Vecna decided to let us go, fake Vecna anyway, in exchange for Sachi now giving just about the worst handjobs in the history of humankind, which is definitely not going to come back to bite us in the ass. And we were teleported back to Florence, I think? I don't remember the city. Did I miss anything? Oh, and we are in the company of Strahd's daughter. Again. Which is kind of ironic considering.
Yep, it was Lorenz.
Fucking Lorenz. Never really get rid of that place.
So, she turns to you.
Strahd's daughter?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have not eaten in quite some time.
I presume you need blood?
Yes. A large amount of it.
How much is a large amount of it?
Well, 12, 15 people worth.
Like killing 12, 15 people?
Ideally not.
That might be a problem.
However, I am likely to frenzy the next time that I feed. As it has been a while since I was trapped in that.
Oh, that might be a problem, huh?
Are either of you able to assist me with this?
Can I think if I need clear solutions to this, James? Oh, Katie, right there.
You tell me.
Is she a spellcaster?
No.
Does she have any way to break Resilience Sphere?
Brute force and determination.
Is that enough to break Resilience Sphere?
You've not seen it thus far, but you've also never seen a bloodlusted vampire try to break through.
The best thing I can think of is we put her in a Resilience Sphere and let her drink the blood she acquires there, and then wait out the frenzy.
The frenzy isn't a time duration, it's... I will continue the frenzy until I'm satiated.
So it's better to acquire the blood all at once?
Yes.
How do you usually do that?
Usually I frenzy. And then when I need to, I fill myself up, one person at a time. But I don't usually need to consume so much that I frenzy.
That is fair.
It's a bad...
Understood.
She pulls a couple flakes of blood out of her hair. Her hair is actually stained red from blood.
Sachi's blood, I presume?
Well, her hair was already red before.
Well, I presume it's red there now. Right, and I presume going back to Barovia is not a good idea? Considering what we've learned?
If I'm not mistaken, this is Lorin.
Yes.
I have an ally who lived here.
Oh? Who is them? Do you know of their name?
Leah Day.
Ah, she's gone, I'm afraid.
What about her son?
Quinn should know it was Jeremy, right? So, I do not know what happened if, Jeremy?
That's right, that's his name.
I have absolutely no clue.
Mild pity.
Yes, a pity, they say, not meaning it.
Right, I assume you're both opposed to me frenzying the people here?
Very
I
much so.
do not believe it would end well anyway. Lorenz is under the purview of, Anaxalia, right?
An Exiliate? Right, that's the Dragon's nation, isn't it?
Yes, and he tends to be very possessive of things. There's a non-zero chance it would result in an army of white dragons coming on us, which would be unusually ineffective at a whole living thing. We might want to acquire the blood all at once. Perhaps
Very well,
bandits
I
or
will
prisoners.
attempt to.
Sashi, do you have any ideas?
As you've indicated towards, obviously innocence would be preferred not to be harmed in this circumstance.
I do wish I could just throw you at the barbarians we need to get rid of. Ah, well.
Huh.
Gonna be a long trip. Do you have any idea how we're gonna make our way back up north?
Well,
We are still on a
she
time limit.
kind of waves at you with the skeletal hand.
What, can that thing teleport to?
Indeed it can.
Use
Yay, look at us depending on Vecna's hand already. Now that we're out of the well, the memories I have of my fathers are no longer with me. I had, rather. But I have this strange inclination to believe that man wasn't usually purple.
Well, not that purple, no.
Right. Two
Do
people can just
either
turn
of you
purple
have
now.
coin?
How much?
500?
I should have that, yes.
She holds out her hand.
I give 500 coin to her.
Thank you.
500 gold, I mean.
She then walks off.
Right?
Wait, we could take her to the barbarians.
Miss?
Buying clothes.
Oh, fair. Quinn looks at themselves and with some disgust and press digitates the gunk off of themselves. Right. Sachi, dear. I do believe we should
Yes.
take a look around before we go. Now our new companion might be a while. And personally, I'm not sure I feel exactly comfortable leaving her here.
Are you suggesting we keep her company then?
Oh, I cannot think of better things to do. At the very least, we can lead her to the barbarians with, they look at the hand of vecna with some distaste. That. And then, well, I'm not sure she can go back to Barovia. So if after that, I suppose it is up to her.
I mean, she does seem rather powerful from what I've heard.
Yes,
We
but
could.
her father is free, and apparently that's a bad thing.
I suppose we can discuss the pros and cons as Sachi starts walking towards the direction that she went. As we
Yep, Gwen will
travel.
follow. Yes. Speaking of which, would you like to visit your sister-in-law?
She kind of like her feathers kind of puff up a little bit. Uh, uh,
I can go in your stead if you'd like.
I suppose we should inform her of what we know. Though
I can do
I
that.
would.
I can do that for you if you'd like. I do not mind taking this up for you, and I can see you're a bit uncomfortable. It's no trouble.
Sachi's kind of like looking around, and she pulls her like hood up. I would just like to keep a low profile here if possible. She
That
especially
is okay.
like tries to cover up the hand.
Yes, that might be a problem, huh?
the
Right.
the confusing history that is embodied in me does not rest well with this town, I believe.
I understand. I hear my father has a bit of a distaste for this place, so I am admittedly a bit reluctant to be around here, but well, given we have the opportunity, I figure we should at least inform your sister's wife. Were they married? Girlfriend? I don't know. Of the events we know of.
Indeed.
Right, let's go there. Out of curiosity.
After we follow her though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Quinn is saying
Okay.
that. Alright, we go there. Out of curiosity, do you know if the man named Lucas? Lucas? Whatever
That
that name is.
is Millie's father, yes.
Yes, do you know if he's still alive?
I do not.
Riveting. Oh. Those are the clothes she buys?
Yep. From the white dress to this one.
Alright. Suits you rather well.
Don't flirt with me.
I am very happily in a relationship. I am merely making an aesthetic compliment.
She looks Sachi up and down. I'm not sure if either of you knows happiness. Right, where are we going?
We are to visit a person here, and then Sachi here will teleport us. So, I am curious as to your future plans. We can discuss it later. But now let us get this over with. It is likely better if her name is. She was the entitled Animazarovic, right? That was her name?
Yep.
It might be better if Anima here does not come in contact with them, however. I do not know how much they know of those little misadventures our parents had in Barovia.
Likely not much, but I believe it's for the best anyway, based on this town's history with vampires.
Correct.
Give me 1,000 gold and I'll go bother someone else.
We're happy to have you with us. We just need to take care of this for a moment.
Yes, you don't want me going with you to them, so I'm going to go to one of the other shops and keep myself entertained for a little bit. To do that, I'm going to need 1,000 gold.
Sachi, do you have 1,000 gold? I just paid him 500.
1,000 gold is 100 platinum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll give her 100 platinum then.
Pleasure doing business. She closes her
And spend it
hand
all
around
in
the
one
coins and
place.
walks.
I don't know how to feel about her.
Sharp pros
Right.
and cons, I'd say.
Right, let us get this over with. We go over to, I presume, Lucas's house.
Yep, you arrive.
Knock on the door. 3 times. Knock, knock, knock.
Who is it?
And hello.
The door opens. And you see this lady standing in the... Oh, it's you again.
What do you mean, me? Do I know this
She
lady?
just looks down on Sachi.
Oh.
Hello, Ashley.
What do you want, brat?
Do you... Oh, they see the horns? Oh. Oh, I see what's going on. What was the Linnell's partner's name again?
Millie.
I was wondering if Miss Millie was home.
She doesn't live with her parents. Unlike these deuses, they grew up and moved out onto their own house.
I do not know where they live, though, so I thought this place was best to ask.
At least your sister managed to get a job. She gestures down the street to a fairly large house. That's their house down there.
Alright. It has been a pleasure meeting you.
Is there anything else you wanted?
They look to Sachi, questioning.
That will be all.
She
Quinn
slams
is
the door.
trying very hard not to, like, as soon as she slams the door, Quinn says, like, out loud, but also not, like, super loud. I was trying very hard to resist the urge to ask if her husband was still alive. That was his wife, right?
Indeed.
Hmm. Right, let's go see Miss Millie.
Sachi will start walking in that direction, smoothing out her feathers a little bit because they were sticking up again.
and tries not to smile. They're unsuccessful. Right, let's go see Millie. Knock
Right.
on the door 3 times.
The door opens.
Hello.
She opens it, putting her sword away, and then she sees Sachi. She then takes out the sword and just leans on it. Hi.
We stopped by and thought it was best to inform you of current events.
Sure.
Sachi, would you like me to do this? I presume that I think that would be better for us both.
Very well.
I will have a hopefully pleasant conversation with Millie if it lets us in.
Well, I'm currently on my way to go kill a vampire, so unless you can walk and
What?
talk, can it wait?
Kill a vampire?
Yes.
Elaborate?
Apparently there's one at the tavern.
Yes, I would not recommend messing with that one.
Well, I don't plan to mess with it. I plan to cut its head off.
It attacked like 8 times in the blink of an eye. I think you're going to die if you do that, and I'd rather not have to witness a dubious friend-ish figure die gruesomely.
But this is my vampire killing sword.
We need that vampire. Please leave it alone for now.
Now I just want
Also,
to kill
please
it more.
don't die.
I am aware. But
You two
this
have a
is
curious relationship.
the hopeful end result of her assistance will include the return of your wife. So, take it or leave it. But I suggest taking it.
You get one. Next vampire I'm killing.
Does Quinn know that the history of this towns and vampires is kind of Opus's fault?
That would have been taught at the academy, so yeah.
They look a bit constipated. So, vampires, huh?
Stick 'em with the pointy end of a wooden sword.
Yes, for the dreadful creatures. Enough to do them myself.
Right. Current events go on.
So, I'm gonna give her a brief breakdown on everything that's happened since the last time we meet, leaving some events out. Mentioning the like that this it seems the reason Linnell is doing any of that is that she seems to think she has no other choice, for example, and that she helped me.
I see.
So to give her some hope. Also briefly mentioning there was a copy Sachi that we murdered.
It's a pity they didn't kill each other.
Come now. What I'm doing will benefit you as well. At least be civil.
Yeah, if only they took the right sister.
Normally I'd be offended, but considering this is your wife you're talking about, I am inclined to be forgiving.
Sachi actually kind of winced at that, though.
Quinn kind of holds her hand and like grips a bit tighter too, as in like, hold on, we can't kill this one.
Aren't
Which,
you
which-
Alice's kid?
Yes.
Oh my god, the two rejects got together!
No, I did not get together with you.
Nice try.
I would never try anything with you. I have standards, thank you very much.
So how'd that happen?
We both hate my mother very, very much.
She looks at you with a look of understanding. Right, that tends to do it.
She's, well, she sure is someone. Should be worse than my father.
How is your mother?
Insane, apparently.
Permanent fix.
Yes, there's just so much to do.
Isn't she
I
like a god of
unfortunately
magic or
must-
something?
No. No, she is not.
Huh.
She would sure like you to believe she is.
Kind of like the Deus family, yeah.
Yep. And meanwhile, my father is... Shrug. So yes. In any regard, we have a complicated history, but Sachi has been a wonderful company, and I do not believe I would have made it as far as I am without her.
That's adorable.
They flush a little bit. I hope to return your wife to you. You seem like a very pleasant couple. Mostly.
Right. So is
In
there
any
anything
regard,
else?
not really. I just wanted to keep you in touch. We are making progress. Yay. Now we must see to the vampire before anyone dies. Just curiosity though, may I ask something rude?
Fine, what?
Is your father alive?
He...
Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences. I'm sure you will see him in the next life. Gwen genuinely seems to feel for her. They kind of dip their heads a bit. I apologize for
I
having touched
actually
her.
have something for you, Sachi. It's from my father.
I was worried it would be another insult, but very well.
She goes inside and grabs a small box and comes back out. She then hands it to you.
I will open the box.
There is a small adamantine circlet in there, just like your parents and the other founders of Lorenz. Apparently it's made with the adamantine that was left over from when Archie was petrified.
Ah, I see. Well, um,
Take it or don't, I don't care.
I will. Thank you. And my condolences to you as well. Lucas was very valued by my mother and my father.
I'd hope he was valued by your mother. Considering how
Father
often your
hated him.
father was around. Well, let's just say I'm surprised you're not my sibling.
Quinn kind of makes a face.
Well, that'll be all. Farewell.
My father hated him, which I presume means he was a good person.
Sachi just walked.
Yep.
Seriously though, do try not to antagonize Hessa.
But it's so.
Yes, but she's under enough stress as it is.
Yeah, her hand's looking rather anemic.
It's been a long period of time, and many unfortunate things have happened. Most of our friends have come to pass, as I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Please at least attempt to be kind to her.
No.
I tried.
You did. A for effort.
Bye. Bye-bye. They turn off and run after Sachi.
Bye-bye. She shuts the door.
I suppose we're gonna go see if the vampire hasn't killed anyone right now.
Okay. You arrive at the tavern and there's two people nursing broken arms. And she's currently arm wrestling someone. She's got a pile of about 4,000 gold next to her.
Maybe I should have invested into strength. Sorry, Quinn muses out loud.
Oh, you made it!
Quite right.
Well, she sweeps a pile of gold into her dress. Time to go get some lunch?
Sure seems like it, yes.
Let's go.
Right, let's go out of town first so we don't panic anyone.
As she walks out of the room, she licks her lips as she looks at someone.
Who was she looking at?
One of the guys who she broke the arm off.
Why is she licking her lips? Is he bleeding?
No.
Does she just find him hot?
No, she's hungry.
Oh, okay, good. That is less concerning. Right, take her out of the city and ask Sachi to do her magic thing, I guess.
It would probably be dumb of me to use magic to heal these guys, huh?
Probably yes. This sort of thing they can rest away in a few weeks. It's not really worth it.
Yeah. All right.
Which is why I'm doing it anyway. Fuck.
What?
James, does lay on hands regenerate normally?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands to people.
Alright. You'd be able to heal all of your broken arm. It would cost you 40 points of lay on hand.
That is okay. I wish them well. Okay, now we can go.
All right. So we're gonna go to a place outside town.
Yep.
because we're not doing this in town.
All right.
Like we'll go a little ways away.
All right. You do so. And when you get there, what would you like to do?
Are you both ready to go?
Yes.
Who, me? Sure.
Hey James, quick question.
Yep.
Do I like glean any information from being attuned to it that if I use magic, it'll like draw it from people or things and kill them? By the way,
What do you mean?
does it steal the magic from things to be able to use this much magic?
No.
Marvelous. All right. Then she will. I mean, I think she has to take Quinn's hand and get the vampire to like hold her shoulder or something.
The vampire places their hand on your head.
Interesting choice. All right. That wasn't in character, by the way. And then Sachi will snap the fingers of the skeletal hand.
Right? Where are you trying to teleport?
Uh,
Illuminati?
that's not where we saw the barbarians, was it?
No, I just wanted to see if you would go there.
Oh boy.
Why would we go there?
I just want to see you two confront Hela.
Why would you do that now?
For my amusement.
So we're not going there. I guess we'll go back to near where their teacher was. Was that near where we found the barbarians?
Within a couple days, yeah. Or one teleport.
Isn't it better just to teleport where we found the barbarians?
Well, they've moved on by now. Did we heard about them in a town over? Should we teleport? So the snap recharges pretty quickly, so we could ask where the latest sighting was, if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll go where we.
Or Bob Ross
We're
is.
in a
Just say it.
Yeah. we'll go to that town and then ask where they've been seen
Let's
last.
actually, instead of going there, let's go where the Church of Deus was, please.
What
Because
level
that's
is the
where
teleport
our
being
nightmares
cast at?
are.
The teleport is at 12th level.
Hi, Sachi. Let's go where
Yeah.
the nightmares are, which is in the city over, where the secret keeper was.
Okay.
And we would have said that.
Okay. So you appear in the middle of a forest.
Right.
About 1,000 miles away from Lorenz. And about 4,000 away from where you want to go.
Do we teleport to 1,000 miles at a time?
Pretty much. How fast does the teleport reach up?
Once per hour.
So in an hour's time, do you want to teleport another 1,000 miles?
Yep.
Alright, you do so. This time you guys appear in the middle of what appears to be an ocean.
Great.
Whatever. Let's do it again. Wait an hour. Go.
You know,
James,
I wouldn't have come along if I thought I was going to have to swim so much.
don't worry. We're gonna deal with this. James, in the middle time, Quinn's used sending, by the way.
Alright,
Should be able to do that.
who are you sending?
Aslan, we're coming back. Wait.
Next teleport, you appear in the middle of a desert.
Oh,
I
look.
preferred the water.
So did I. This place is terrible for my skin. And Quinn puts up a little cover above their head.
I flare out my wings and cover both of them.
You know,
Thank you,
Quinn,
dearest.
one of us is a vampire.
They would have. I understand. Next, when this happens, I will ensure that I will give you a cover too. We must protect our skins.
Next time you teleport, you appear in a plains area.
Do we know how far we are?
Probably 1 or 2 teleports.
Sure. Is there anything around in the plains area? Plains should let us see pretty far.
What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is 2.
Okay, you can see 2 miles.
Can I see anything those 2 miles?
I can see 3 miles.
Couple wild animals.
All right.
Next teleport, you appear in a forest. And in the final teleport, you appear in a city. Well, the town. Near Bob Ross's place.
A nightmare should be around here, right?
No, that was a couple towns over.
My God, we should.
Well, that was where our goal was. So was that back a ways or forward a ways still?
Always a bit.
Oh, while we wait for the recharge, let's ask around if anyone knows where the barbarians are. Also, is this where the gambling ring is?
No. Sorry,
is, isn't
yes,
it?
this is where the gambling ring is.
Then yeah, no, we do want to be here, Sachi. We gotta pay our dear noble friend a visit. Well, we don't much enjoy being double-crossed, do we?
Indeed, we don't. I'm just gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
He sent us to the Secret Keeper before he said he was gonna help us. Probably because you two know a lot of each other, and he was basically selling us out without telling us what we were gonna find.
Ah, okay.
Probably without expecting us to come back. Do I know where he lives, James?
Where he lives? No.
Can I find out?
Yep.
Right.
You find his mansion.
I will knock on the door.
His butler answers.
I don't remember his name, but Quinwood.
You've not met this butler.
No, the dude's name.
Ah, yep.
I would like to meet with insert name here, please.
Jackson Kent.
Sorry, what?
His name was Jackson Kent.
Yep, Jackson Kim. I would like to meet with that, sir, please.
Alright. They organize a meeting room, and some drinks are brought in.
Alright.
He walks into the room and sits down.
Hello?
Hello.
Well, that was an interesting trip you sent us on.
How did it go?
One moment, please. I need a minute. Please, yes, hello. Hey, James.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, there should be an armless, legless, tongueless guy with us all this time. They did be rescued. Kind of forgot about him. Anyway, he probably left in the ruins, I suppose. Right,
Michael Smith.
Yeah. He's probably with us, or in Lorenz. Either that or in the tavern here.
He would have
We'll
stayed
see
in
you
the
later. Wonderful.
He's getting far away from the vampire's paw.
Right, well, I would have given a pat on the shoulder, and that's it. Right, he asked him how to go, right?
Yep.
Well, the secret keeper was a bit aggressive in her approaches. We tried to be a bit more civil, but she doesn't seem to be the civil type. And now she keeps secrets no longer.
Amusing. I'm glad I never have to worry about her again.
As Quinn says that, they show the scepter, but like instead of showing it to him, they just kind of take it out and lean on it like it's an armrest. I would say. Oh, man. I very much wish you had informed us of what we're going to see.
Why do you say that?
I suspect you expected her to get aggressive.
Expected? No.
I would appreciate dealing in more good faith in the future.
Well, you're looking to start a nation, aren't you?
Yes.
You just got rid of your opposition.
Yes, we did. They will not be problems for us. I will say, though, that assassination attempts are not very well liked between the two of us.
Good thing I don't plan to assassinate you.
Good. May I presume we have your support then?
Well, my support's another question. You've dealt with a problem for me. But I've got a question for you both.
Then out with it.
Which one of you is going to be queen?
What?
I kind of look at Quinn for a second, smiling slightly.
Quinn, Quinn does not know if that was a pun if they cannot tell what gender they are. I want you to imagine Quinn was like smirking in a self-convinced way, very, very secure, very, very confident, and then that was set, and they just completely froze. With a look of confusion, like an error 404 blue screen in their face.
Well, you can't both be queen.
What do you mean?
Well, you're trying to form a nation here, aren't you?
Yes.
You can't both be queen. People won't accept that.
One must be a king. And
Well,
I don't...
it's not unheard of for females to call themselves king.
Sorry, what?
Well, dwarves, for example, no matter who's in charge, it's always a king. They don't really care about gender in that way. Humans are a bit
You're
more
asking
fickle
who's-
about.
Yes. And this is a human nation.
Yeah. Which is why I'm asking who's going to be queen.
Sachi's actually trying to stifle giggles now.
Quinn has not yet realized what the problem is. They look to Sachi with confusion in their eyes.
She'll just kind of pat Quinn's hand. Don't worry about it, my queen. Everything will be all right.
You're going
There's
to
a
be
moment
queen.
of realization. Sachi, they take a deep breath. Oh my god. This is karma, isn't it? I take a deep breath again. Inhale. I believe the plan is for Sachi here to be queen.
Alright.
They look to Sachi for confirmation. And then they pause and look to Jackson Kent. You can tell I'm a male, right?
Oh, you're serious?
Yes.
My apology.
There's a moment of silence, and then Quinn slams their head into their hands and sigh. I deserve that. I deserve that.
Don't fret, my darling. For
Oh my
beautiful
god.
and handsome can both describe you fittingly.
They give you a look, slightly mollified and slightly enraged. I mean, I like and appreciate that compliment, but also I'm embarrassed.
If it's worth anything, this is not the last time that confusion's gonna happen.
People are just mad I'm pretty. Oh dear. I did not expect to deal with that. Regardless, apologies, when they
How
look
are you
up,
not
their
used to
cheeks.
this?
Why is Quinn not used to this? Do people just tend to know better?
Well, how often do you actually interact with someone in a situation that actually involves your gender?
Not often, yes.
Exactly.
Our school was very, egalitarian. And also, my father was, uh,
A woman?
how do well, they have been both a man and a woman at different points in their lives. To put it mildly,
Changeling!
I wish. I believe, no one could tell upon looking at them. I think people just gave up. Regardless, if I may ask, what was the nature of your interaction with the secret keeper, they say, desperately trying to change the subject?
Mostly one of blackmail.
Oh?
Yep.
She was blackmailing you.
Yep.
What were her goals, do you know?
No clue. Is that her hand? He looks at Sachi's hand. Oh my god, you took her hand.
Sachi just kind of looks at him.
In Vecna's name.
You know of vecna. Dreadful name that, been a problem for a while.
You mean he's real?
Did you not know that?
He's like one of those gods, like the Deuses, Xandar, any of them.
The Deus is
The world has gotten so out of touch in such a short time. It's honestly astounding.
Their incompetence knows no bounds. Yes, he was real, though I believe he left the sphere.
The what?
The world.
You can't leave the... What? You mean he's dead?
Ah,
Even
matters
it's a
beyond
matter of viewing.
your comprehension, I suppose. I wouldn't bother thinking too hard about it.
Are you aware of the other planes? Feywild? Shadowfell?
Yes?
Kind of like that. Except more.
But I barely believe they exist.
Oh, they exist, alright.
It's hardly been a full generation. What on earth happened to this place?
Here, time takes all things, even knowledge. In any regard, yes,
Not the
our
knowledge.
dearest Vecna was indeed a real man, but he will not be a problem for you. As were some of the others, for example, the Deus.
Though they seem to have a habit.
Well, not coming up this north. Right, in any case. With her gone, I do believe you owe us some retribution.
For what?
You dealt with someone who was blackmailing you.
In exchange, you get my political support.
Oh, we do. Thank you. That's all I wanted. He had explicitly said we weren't talking about he hadn't promised our support yet, so that is what Quinn wanted. And we will be speaking shortly. It's been a pleasure.
When it comes to drawing up territories, I get first dibs. I'm serious, that's non-negotiable.
That can be arranged, I suppose.
Though your argument would be strengthened with the magnitude of your contribution going forward.
I shall keep that in mind.
As an
Right, let's
aside,
go.
do you happen to know where the barbarians have last been seen?
Not around this section, maybe towards the south coast.
Alright, we will investigate.
Very well for now.
We must be going. I do not believe it is a good idea to leave our good lady, Anima, waiting for too long.
Bye-bye, my queen.
Just Madam Pretty. They say that, and then they immediately, like, as soon as they're out, they duck their heads into Sachi's collar and scream out of embarrassment without making a sound.
The butler taps you on the shoulder, Quinn, and gestures to take you outside.
Fine. Alright. I'm sure that won't happen again.
Sachi pats Quinn twice on the back.
Let's leave.
If it's worth anything, I've had this exact situation happen with Alexander on repeat.
Is this about charisma?
Charisma is certainly.
Huh. Right, let's go.
Alright. Where to now?
Well, let's take Miss Anima to the South Coast and see what we find.
Traveling 4 days.
It's better to do that and then come back to take to go grab the nightmares, right?
It's probably faster to travel to the nightmares and then go there.
Yeah, but
With
the night can we take the nightmares with you with us?
Well, you can teleport up to, I believe, 5 other creatures, so yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's all the nightmares. No, wait. It's us three. Sachi, myself, Anima, and then 3 nightmares. But not was it 3 or 2 nightmares?
2. Keep in mind each of them counts as 2 creatures.
So we can only take 1 though, right?
Per hour.
Right. Okay, yeah, we should probably go get them then.
I mean, we could go and pick them up while Anima is feasting.
True. Okay, let's go get the barbarians first and then go back.
Keep in mind you've not been to the south coast, so you can't teleport there yet.
No, we have to go there by foot?
Well, Sachi could make a guesstimation, but she could also end up in the ocean.
No, yeah. Let's go to the other town where the nightmares are first, and then we can ask there if anyone knows where the fuck the barbarians are.
Weren't we at the south coast when we saw the barbarians
East
the
coast.
last time? Ah.
What level is scrying?
Good question.
Is it 3rd level? No. Bestow curses, so hey.
Scrying is yet to be repaired.
Alright, let's go to the town then and ask if anyone knows where the barbarians are.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright. So, what's the plan?
We take her. I think the plan was to take her near the south coast and search around. And then go back. So she would have to make a guesstimation.
If she's off by a mile, you will either end up inland or in the middle of the ocean.
Right, that it might be a problem. Right, so let's go to the other town then, with the nightmares, and ask there.
Alright.
Does the hand of vecna not have a limit on how often it can do this?
Once an hour,
Forever?
pretty much.
What's the cost for that?
For teleport,
Yeah.
there isn't one, it's just once per hour.
Yeah, but what's the cost for using the hand? There's gotta be one, right? I know what it was back then.
It's pretty much the same item.
So... Soul? Right? Was it that? It's a bit of your soul or something?
That's the eye.
That was the... I generally don't remember what the hand cost.
Yeah, the hand doesn't really have much of a drawback, it's just you can't unattune from it. And if you die, your soul's consumed.
Not concerning at all. Right, so do we get to the town, or do you want to wait for Sachi? I don't mind.
So, what's the plan?
We were going to the town that the nightmares are in.
Alright. You guys teleport there.
Cool.
I am back.
Sachi! We teleport back to town. That's it.
Once you've got the nightmares, what would you like to do from there?
We're gonna ask around if anyone knows where bandits or barbarians are.
Oh, we were hit a couple weeks ago. Nothing since then.
No ideas where they could have gone.
Nope, they burnt down the farm and that was that.
Right. Do they have a map of the general area so we can know where the south coast are and what's the distance between us and there?
They have a map of their town, that's pretty much.
Not this general area, right?
Nope.
Right. Do they know the distance between us and here on the south coast, more or less?
2-3 days.
So not in miles, but
2 or 3 days by foot.
do I know the distance someone usually travels by foot and to make an estimate?
24-ish miles.
So, right. How many trips would that be? In total?
What do you mean?
If we calculate the distance between us and then and the south coast, more or less, based on how many days it takes someone to walk there on average, and we estimate the load to make sure we go to land and not the ocean. How many trips of teleport would it take to go from here to the south coast?
Less than 1.
Right, so we can go there.
You can teleport 1,000 miles. You're trying to teleport 7.
How many hours would it take to first to just walk there?
3
No, walk.
days.
Sorry, to take the carriage with nightmare carriage.
About a day.
Is Animal willing to wait that long, or should she want to teleport?
She feels she can wait that long.
Right, let's go.
Alright. You pull up at the south coast.
Let's look around. See if if we fly high, can we find anyone? Any signs of bandit activity, people?
You can see people repairing bandit damage.
Now we're gonna ask them where the men's went.
They attacked about 4 or 5 days ago now.
And what direction where they went? Did they go?
Not really sure. It was at night. I think they took a boat out to their ship.
In what direction, more or less?
South? Southwest?
Right, we take the carriage there. The carriage flies.
Alright. You fly your carriage out and you can see where people went out to the beach, but you can't see anything beyond.
Yeah, but we can go in the direction they seem to have gone. Up to out to sea.
Okay, how far out would you like to go?
We're gonna fly high, so we can see more.
That doesn't actually affect how far you can see.
And let's go like what 5 miles at first and see what we can find. And I'm gonna ask if Anima sees anything.
Nope, not so far.
Alright, let's keep going.
Alright. Five more miles and still nothing. It's about 2 o'clock at this point. Would you like to travel another 5 miles?
Yep.
It's now 6 o'clock.
Boats usually
Are we
have
traveling-
lights you can see in the dark.
Are we traveling just out to sea, or are we traveling along the coast?
Along the coast out to sea.
Yep.
You're about 5 hours away from land.
Our carriage flies, so
I-
we have that advantage.
I doubt they would be that far out, though. Shouldn't we just follow the shoreline?
We can do that, yeah. Let's go.
Because they're staying pretty near the shore and just like hitting towns along the way.
Alright, let's go do that.
Alright.
So we're gonna start heading like along the coast, a little bit closer to the shore.
Okay, you pull in a bit closer to shore. You can see a town off in the distance. But you don't see a ship yet.
go to the town and see if they've been attacked recently.
About 2 days ago.
Did they see what the direction the demandants were? Went in?
Not really.
Not even slightly?
We weren't really watching for that.
Right. Can we see tracks?
Well, the last time was 4 or 5 days ago. This town was 2 days ago, so they're
Yeah,
probably
so
at the
they have
next
to be in
or
this
one
direction.
after.
Yep, I thought so, but it's better to make sure we can see at least if they have tracks or anything.
You can see where they took the boat out.
Right, so let's follow the direction of the shoreline again.
Alright. So you're going to fly out at night?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Anima has dark vision, right? She's a fucking
Yes.
vampire, so she can help.
I also have dark vision.
Cool, you can all see
Alright.
about 120 feet.
Is it better to wait for the morning then? You reckon? And we can
Substantially.
sleep? Right. Sleep in turns.
Anima's not a big fan of going to sleep. She's very hungry.
Right, so we gotta keep looking then?
Well, if you just give her a nibble,
She's gonna frenzy on us, and then that's not gonna be too well.
just a bite.
We're gonna find your prey soon enough.
And after all of this, I thought you would appreciate my help.
Oh, I very much do.
Will you be thrown
Yes.
into a frenzy if you have just a little?
No.
You will.
Insight. I really wish insight was charisma.
Oh, sorry, that was her old character sheet from Prettier 38. Not one. No. No, I wouldn't be thrown into a frenzy. I'd just, eat a couple people.
Including us.
Doesn't have to be you.
Just like crosses arms. Anima, are you lying to me? I have a quick question about dark vision though. So it says you can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. Doesn't that mean just total darkness wherever, but then just within 60 feet of you is bright light? Or am I reading it wrong?
So within 60 feet of you. So that range is only for 60 feet.
Ah. Well, I can cast light, which I don't think really helps.
Alright, let's see. Time to magic our problems away.
Yeah, at 40-foot bright light, 40-foot dim. So that gives us an extra few feet at least, I think. Wait, well, no, never mind.
Do ships usually emit light?
Yes.
So we should be able to see it in darkness when we get close, right?
Well, you're talking about a pirate ship, which is a different type of ship.
Do pirate ships tend to emit light?
It depends if they're trying to hide. If they're trying to hide, then no.
So, based on the time between towns and the 4-day travel time to the 2-day travel time, can we figure out about where they might be? As far as, like, distance and time go?
Probably about halfway to the next town.
Yeah, but could we, like, estimate where that would be?
Yes. That
Right,
being
let's go there
said,
then.
it's also worth noting that the ship would have to be traveling really slow to be traveling at the pace it sounds like it is.
So it's might happy that they travel fast and then wait? Is that what you say?
Or it might be that
You know-
it's just different bandits from around the towns that happen to attack in that pattern.
Well, no, because we saw the tracks we saw the tracks all leading to sea, and I presume they were
Right.
saying they seem to be the same boat or the same type of track. I mean, so it has to be sea-bound attacks.
That's fair. How fast do the nightmares fly again?
About 60 miles a day. Ships
What is
usually
that in
travel at
fly
about...
speed?
Sorry, what's that?
What's that in fly speed?
90 feet.
Okay. Same as me. So we could technically cover a little bit larger of an area if I fly alongside them.
I'll be right back.
Yep, that might work.
Because I also do have locate creature, but that only works within 1,000 feet of you. And it's a 4th level spell, so, you know, an hour, 1,000 feet. It's kind of a crappy spell. I didn't realize that before. But since we're looking in a specific area, it could potentially help us.
Like, I think it most likely will. It definitely seems worth it.
Alright. Yeah, so I could try that.
And we
Locate
can't really
creature on
risk
the
tying them up.
captain.
For anything on us, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, I can resilience fear myself, and you if you cuddle real close to me, but like, a lot of people are gonna die. And there's no way we can take her.
Yeah, we would definitely. Well, I do have
We are
sunbeam,
paladins, but
so
yeah,
if
but
we're
like,
flying, we're just like laser beaming down as she runs around, potentially. However, we don't really want to come to that. So if I fly, you know, just within sight of the carriage, and then we can cover more ground that way, and then I also have the locate creature up.
uh-huh.
That could potentially help us, because we did see how far out to shore they were when I went to talk to them last time.
Uh-huh.
So we could we could potentially estimate from the various factors we know the most likely area that they could be.
Yep. I think that's a good plan.
Alrighty. And then we just let her have at it. See, yeah, because I mean, I was thinking if it was like a bandit camp or something, they could have their families there or whatever. But we know that this ship is just the
A
barbarians.
lot of assholes, yeah.
Yeah. That were mean to us before.
A lot of assholes, yeah. Revenge!
But would it be better to have a bunch of barbarians on our side more than one vampire? I mean,
The
I
issue
don't know.
is maybe yes, because they know a lot about the area. But what the fuck else we gonna do with her? She's super strong. She seems to want to be around us. And she has no value for life.
Yeah, so I guess it is better that we're at least supervising.
Chaperoning her, yeah.
Yeah. But are the bandits killing innocents? Or are they just stealing stuff? Do they deserve death penalty by vampire bite if they're just stealing stuff?
I don't think we have the benefit of choosing that. We need to do something with her, and it's that or nothing. If we don't feed her, she's gonna frenzy on us.
I guess even according to the oath, we did give them a second chance.
Third. And a fourth.
Ah, beans. Are we really gonna encourage this behavior?
I have a better idea.
No. I mean, we could just drop her in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, and then she's gonna come after us.
Oh yeah, she doesn't need air, does she? Vampires don't
No.
need air, so she can just walk around the the whole like vampire underwater civilization post.
Yep.
I've seen that
Also,
before.
reminder, the Oath of Redemption says giving a second chances to those who seek to amend their ways.
Yeah.
Quinn takes that to mean if someone is actively seeking to redeem themselves, they will not be blamed for past actions. It's not, okay, I'm not gonna kill you because you might be a good guy. You're a bandit.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this vampire to admit.
We should probably get
After
rid of her
whatever
after,
we've
but
done.
like, the fuck do we do with her before we find out what she's gonna do with her life? Is she just gonna follow us around? Do we just have a vampire with us around?
I mean, I don't even mind that as long as we keep her from going into a frenzy again, because she can just not drain people.
Yeah. Also, your
I'm-
voice is cutting out a bit.
Alright, so what's the plan?
We're gonna. I think Sachi was gonna use detect a person, right?
Locate
Cool.
creature. So I am going to fly just within sight of the nightmares horizontally towards the shore. And I'm going to, once we get around the area that they might potentially be, I'm going to cast locate creature.
Kitty wants to get out of the room. He did.
So yeah, if we pass them within 1,000 feet, or I mean potentially if they see anywhere off in the distance, then hopefully we'll be able to get a ping on them. Actually, I guess my 1,000 feet range covers where you guys are anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I leave a little bit. So I guess I'll just stay with the carriage.
You could also use Flock of Familiars.
Hold on, what level is Flock Familiars?
It's level 12 as everything casted from the hand is.
So it's like, what, 40 Familiars?
Should we send out a flock of familiars?
Hold on one moment, please. But yes, kind of funny.
How long do familiars stay for? Do they just stay until they die?
Up to an hour.
Ah, okay. Well, would the 1,000 feet cover more than than the distance they could actually make in an hour? Because we're going pretty high speed along the one path that the pirates could technically be, theoretically.
Well, you could also have them drop off, like, guiding bombs. And they can search in a more general area while you're going along the coast.
Guiding bombs?
So you're flying along, you drop one, it flies off to either side, checking around. So you've got 1,000 feet. They can be basically within 5,000 feet of you. So they go out that extra distance as you're traveling along.
Hmm. Will they make it? Sorry, will they make it past the 1,000 feet though? Like in either direction by the time we're past? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, in like under a minute. Well, just over
Yeah, they've got plenty of
1,000.
travel.
I mean, I guess I might as well use them, right? Look familiar. And then with whatever, if there's 40 and we drop one like every little bit, but then depending when we find them, oh, it could be a good distraction. But I feel like I feel like using the hand more will do something bad.
I mean, probably, but you have a better idea.
I mean, we could just try this way for now.
Sure.
Would Sachi have any idea if, based on what we know about the distances and the times and stuff, they would likely be within 1,000 feet of wherever we're, like, the path that we take? Would we be able to position ourselves that they'd most likely be in that area?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, I can help with those. I like investigation checks. Let's go. Can I help too? Yes.
Yep, 34.
No, that
Are
didn't
you
work
rolling
too
your
well.
own check or are you helping?
I'm helping. But don't I have to roll to help?
No, that's the help action.
Oh, whatever then. I'm just helping.
Alright. What's your level of proficiency, Quinn?
Master.
Okay, so you can help.
Because it has to be equal or greater?
Yep. As far as I know.
You're able to mostly math it out. They've basically got to be...
I can.
No. I've just got a building.
What about now? Sachi, reload foundry?
Celestia 88 V2 copy.
Yeah. The most elegant map name. So do you see where I've drawn the blue?
Yep.
That's basically the region. It could be anywhere.
What?
Alright, well,
What's
we
the
have
range? In that? See?
the range
range
for
in
locate
that?
creature is 1,000 feet.
And this is 75 miles.
Yep.
So 1,000 feet is what, a mile?
A fifth of a mile.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fuck a familiars in the middle there.
Well, they also only last for an hour.
But, So, let's go there first. To the first town.
So that's the town that you're just at.
Oh, right. So they have to be between here and here, right? So really, they most likely are around here, because for this, they wouldn't want to go too deep into the sea. Sachi, I reckon we come here. Ish. And start our search there.
Yep, I've got my 1,000 up, and we'll head around there then.
Right, let's go. We're about, what, I think 14 miles off the other city, James.
All right. You'll arrive there in the morning.
Sure. I'm presuming Anima is starting to look a little bit unstable.
Not necessarily. They're just
Right,
getting
so
impatient.
we're almost there, and you can feast as much as you want.
All right. You get to the city. Well, town.
Right, do we see anything around? Have they been attacked yet?
They have not.
So should we start looking at around the coastline?
Yep.
Right, let's go.
Since it's daylight, I will not bother with the locate creature, since it's completely useless.
All right. So what's the plan once you're at the city?
Start looking around the coastline.
All right. As you're flying about, you do see the ship.
Is it the same ship as last time?
No.
Okay. There seems to be a pirate ship there, right?
Yep. This one's a fair amount smaller than the last one. Could probably hold 15, 20 people.
Alright.
If we ask her how many people she needs when she's frenzied,
They'll do. Maybe. Just fly me over to top.
since they are a different ship, we do still have to make sure that they are actually...
Shh. Just fly me over top.
So, they are actually what, bandits?
Yes.
I think it's... Do they
Do
seem obviously
harm.
like pirates? James?
Sorry, what?
Do they seem like obvious pirates?
Not really obvious pirates, but neither to the other
Can I make sure these are the guys that are doing all the damage?
How would you like to make sure of that?
Let me just fly down and talk to them
Sure.
if they attack me.
You know what? Sure. Anima, if they attack us, can you can have them.
Right.
Def.
You might want to fly up about a mile or so, though.
Alright, why is that?
Caution.
Alright.
Are we more than a mile from the shore?
Yes.
Okay.
You're about 2 miles from the shore and about a mile and a half away from the ship.
Just in case we need to intercept. But for now, I am going to fly down towards the ship.
So you're flying down towards the ship.
Yes.
Adam has asked you guys to take the cart a mile up into the air.
Yep. Did that.
Alright. Hey,
So it's
Sachi.
just-
Sorry, what?
Hey, Sachi, you're pretty fast with your wings, aren't
Yes.
you? Perfect. They shove Quinn out of the car. Quinn, make me a strength or dexterity saving throw. They're giving themselves advantage. Blood point.
25.
Cool.
So I succeed?
Yep.
Right. Quinn dodges the shove, then jumps out anyway.
You might want to catch them.
Why did you?
Because I'm not gonna wait for her to escalate.
What, did you at least jump towards me?
Yes.
Okay, can I?
Well, at this point, you're both still in the car.
I'm not gonna wait for her to fucking to fucking fucking escalate. Also, you don't really need to catch Quinn. Aslan can do that. He's also pulling the card. And we can communicate telepathically, so...
Yep.
James,
He
can I just have my...
needs to disconnect himself from the cart.
You can do that, right?
He needs opposable thumb. Or he can try and direct the cart, but the two nightmares are going to be fighting against him. Maybe he could get himself out of being attached to the cart, but you'll probably have impacted the water by then.
Sachi, you're gonna might need a bit of help.
Sachi, help me!
No, Quinn is very composed about it because they know they can survive this. It's just inconvenient.
Alright, what does catching someone count as far as action economy goes?
In action.
Ah, man. Ah, beans. Alright. Alright. Oh boy, this is not fantastic. Okay. I just know those people are gonna be like casual merchants or something, and it's gonna be bring your kid to work day, and there's gonna be the captain's toddler on board or some
Find out.
nonsense. What?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay, I am going to Oh, did I use that this week in game? Oh.
Use what?
My necrotic shroud.
Nope.
Okay, perfect. Because it says I have no uses remaining, but that was
You've not pressed the long
possibly
rest
from.
button.
Do I get to do that?
Yes. It's been 6 days.
Oh, my health and my spells. Oh, how wonderful. Alright. There we go. Now I have a little more room to play. So I am going to Are we rolling initiative, or is this just happening?
Round by round at the moment.
Alright. Let's see if this works. My eyes briefly become pools of darkness, and ghostly, flightless wings sprout from my back. Creatures other than your allies. Do they count as an ally right now?
Do you consider them an ally right now?
Well, no. I just tried to shove Quinn out. Make a charisma save or be frightened.
Hey, they got exactly the DC.
Yeah. I don't suppose you have anything that gives them disadvantage.
Do we specifically want her to have this effect?
Yes. I want to scare her into staying. Because as my eyes fill with shadow or whatever, as my eyes become pools of darkness.
No, I do
Stay with
not.
me.
Sorry. I am too
Alright.
used to playing Volpes to remember that Quinn is actually a good person and that cannot keep up with disadvantage.
That's fair. Well, anyway, when that happens, potentially she'll reconsider her actions. I say, wait. And then I jump off the side and try and catch Quinn.
Alright.
Do I catch them?
Yes, you'll be able to catch Quinn long before they hit the ground.
Can I catch them quickly?
Well,
Because that's just a bonus action, so you know.
you would have caught them
And
within 2.
Dash.
I do also have a 90-foot fly speed.
Yeah, you would have caught them in 2 rounds.
And now we're gonna dash back up towards the cart that I'm sure is still there where we left it.
You can see the cart moving. It's moved about 1,000 feet towards. She's probably going to make it to the ship. Probably 4 or 5 rounds before you guys get.
Not surprised. Does Aslan manage to free himself?
Do you order him to?
Wasn't he trying to?
Not without being ordered.
Then no. Not for now.
Can we command the nightmares to stop following her orders and come back to us?
How were the nightmares made?
They were given to us by the dude.
And we were told that they were under our full control.
If you can get a message to them, then yes.
How'd they get 1,000 feet away?
Dashing.
Wait, they have 90-foot fly speed, right?
Yes, and you descended 800 feet when grabbing Quinn.
But it only took 2 rounds.
Quinn fell at a rate of 510, then 520 feet. So that's and you caught them in that second round, so they probably only got about halfway, which is 510 plus 265, so about 750, 760. You caught them there, and their ship had moved 2 rounds, and an additional 360 feet. Then a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which is about 800 feet.
All right. Uh, is the boat 1,000 feet away, or is the carriage 1,000 feet away?
The carriage, the boat's like a mile and a half.
All right. Hold on tight.
Head down
And she snaps her fingers.
to the boat or to the carriage?
We can only reach the boat with 1 teleport.
No, you can you can reach the boat or the carriage with it. You've got 1,000 miles in terms of teleport distance.
Oh, miles. I keep forgetting the differences. Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, that's because American systems are terrible. Yeah.
No, it's because I'm stupid.
Can't it be both?
Fair. Anyway. So I think it's better to stop her before she gets there, right? So we'll teleport into the carriage and then yell stop to the nightmares.
Alright. You teleport to the carriage? And you tell the
Yes.
nightmares to stop? They stop?
Did she jump already?
Nope. She's too far away. I forgot you could teleport.
How did you forget she can teleport? She just teleported.
I'm very hungry.
You know what? That's fair.
I
I've done worse when I was
understand
hungry.
that. But I do not want you to kill innocents. They
Okay,
could just be merchants.
let's say they're just merchants, and that means I don't get to eat them, right?
Yes?
When do I get to eat?
As
We
soon
find
as
the
we
bandits that are
find the
gonna be
people we're
here.
looking for.
Yeah. It's gonna take like 2 hours at most. If we don't stop to push people off the carriage every now and again.
But
So
I'm
of course,
hungry
odds
now.
are they are. Well, you won't have to wait much longer, okay? It's almost over.
I understand it's frustrating, but we have to do this right.
And they say I'm entitled. Right.
Oh, you're
Fine.
entitled? Right, let's go down normally then. See if they're bandits.
I'm
Alright.
going to fly as quickly as I can because I totally understand being hangry. And see what we're dealing with here. So I'm gonna dash in front of the carriage while they're traveling at regular speed, probably.
Alright.
And I'm keeping an eye out for projectiles.
Okay. You see someone's aimed the crossbow ballista at you, but they've not fired.
Do merchant ships usually have crossbow ballistas?
You
Doesn't
have
matter, they didn't
absolutely
fire
no
yet.
idea.
I'm going to, respect their personal space and stop, not on the ship, but near the side of it so that I can talk to them.
Right, who the fuck are you?
We'd like to kill some bandits. Please don't actually say that. It's gonna be so funny.
No. Please state your business. While they're talking, I'm examining the ship to see if I can get any clues real quick.
We're here to sell?
Insight, and did I see anything telling?
Well, they've got crates full of random junk. And lots of food.
Not a super high wisdom.
But he is surprisingly telling the truth, though he is sketched out.
Can I tell he's telling the truth?
Yes.
Bandits? Are they like obviously bandits?
Well, everyone on the ship is armed. But he is telling the truth about the whole selling stuff.
So they pillage and
Where have
sell?
you acquired these goods? I'm acting like an inspector, basically.
Right, not sure how any of this is your business. We're not about to give some broad our method of buying and selling.
Somewhat.
Broad.
You're not
You
there
should be
yet, don't
very-
worry.
You should be very thankful Quinn isn't there. There will be death.
How showy should I be?
Couple of the people just looking at your wings. Quinn,
Yeah?
Anima is just looking at you, licking her lip.
I think they're bandits. You ready?
I would recommend you answer. As I use prestidigitation to make some, like, sparkles in my palm.
Hey, James. I'd like to ready an action.
Alright.
If Anima moves too sketchily towards me and not towards jumping off the ship and killing the dudes, because we are right above them, I think, right?
Yep.
If she moves towards me too much, I have a ready in action, which means I can react to cast Resilience Sphere.
Alright.
Can you cast that on other creatures?
Yes, but they can make a DC. My DC isn't super high.
Do the guys answer me?
They're sort of talking amongst themselves. You've got magic.
I kind of like glance up to check on the others, and
They look up after they see you. Look, oh my god, is that a cart?
tell me your business quickly.
Right, we're just here to sell stuff.
How did you acquire this stuff?
Well, some bandits gave it to us.
Insight?
They're being quite honest.
Why did they give it to you?
We've got a bit of a working relationship. We give them coin, they give us their pillage.
Do you know that they're stealing these... You said they were bandits. You know they're stealing these things from innocent people who need them.
Hey, it's just the way the world works, lady. We didn't ask for it to be this way, but it is. Gotta make our food somehow.
There are more honest ways.
Says the lady with magic. Now, I'd appreciate if you don't light this entire ship up into an inferno. Because most of us have got families.
What kind of check would I have to do to see, like, morality-wise how bad it would be?
To kill people.
Over other people. Oh, I don't know.
Well, the Deus family motto is the only people who die in our presence are ourselves.
Yeah, but see, I was raised half by Vecna.
Oh, Vecna's motto is everyone dies but me.
Pets of him. It's very Vulpes of him.
On one shoulder there's Vecna, on the other shoulder there's Deus. Kill them all! No, you must sacrifice yourself!
I mean, basically. Literally on one hand and on the other hand.
Are we low enough that Anima can jump already?
She could jump now.
Without dying?
Probably.
Right, let's go a bit lower.
Okay. Do you pull up the cart next to the ship?
Not next to, but above.
Okay,
No.
she jumps down onto the ship. The shipboards crack a bit below her feet.
Sorry, Sachi.
The ballista gets pointed at her. We've got a vamp on board.
How do they know what a vampire looks like?
Do you have any idea how close this place is to Barovia?
No. Can you light up the map so I can see how close this place is to Barovia?
There's like 2 forests between here and Barovia.
Ah, wonderful.
Can I eat them now? They hit her. They hit her clean in the chest with a ballista.
Oh gosh. Well,
Wind pulls up the carrot.
You fuck! She coughs up a bit of blood. She vamp speeds over to the first person and whacks their head off. People are grabbing their weapons out, their crossbow. What are you doing, Sachi?
these
So,
people
as far
are
as...
trying to get by.
No, they're not. No, they're really not.
That's what I believe. I got a 4 on my insight check.
That's you kind of... They just told you they buy shit off of bandits without ever doing anything to stop them.
Yeah, I know, but like... I know.
We are saving a lot of people by letting these people live.
As you stand there, Sachi, Anima is taking several crossbow bolts to the back, vamping over to the next person, biting into them, draining them of blood, and then tearing their head off for the next.
Quinn
Do I
tells
see
her to come
any-
up.
Do I see any, like, children or, like, really young?
The youngest
kinda
person
look-
looks to be about 16.
I think
Is
that's
there
an
only
adult, right?
one?
There's 2 of them that are 16.
How do they look?
Pretty terrified, but so do most of the adults.
Hey James, I'd like to roll insight on if these people are bandits.
They're at least
Plus-
bandits adjacent.
17.
Cool, they've got a bunch of stuff that looks all over the place. They look like bandits.
Wonderful. Sachi?
I kind of want to grab the 2 16-year-olds.
I won't blame you if you do.
The Dare's family, adopt the 16-year-old.
I mean, how do you think I got my older brother?
Blame you if you do.
Because the problem is when they're that young, like, they could have been forced into it. You know, like, adults can make a bit more of their own decision, but they're so young and impressionable.
Sure.
You know, they haven't had a
Rest of
chance
them.
yet.
Rescue him.
Can I grab the 2 16-year-olds?
All right. You grab them one on. Right, you've got the hand, don't you?
I'm aware of that, and I can just, like, how far does it go up?
Well, you can just grab them by their shirts.
I'll do that, yeah.
You grab them by their shirts with 30 strength and just fly up.
Oh, it's for strength. Okay, yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna take them to the cart. And watch, that they're not pulling weapons on Quinn or anything.
All right, Anima tears through the people on the boat. Eventually, there's no one left intact.
Is she getting her fill?
Yep.
What are the young men doing?
Crying.
Yeah, don't look over the side, buds.
Bandit, right?
Sorry, what was that?
Quinn just kind of like sips sips on a cup of tea that they pulled out of a bag of holding. Just to make sure, you guys were bandits, right?
We didn't steal from anyone. We just bought from bandits.
So you were enabling the bandits?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, buddy, that's not a good look. I understand, though. Tough times, huh?
how are you any better?
How'd I put this? You see that lady down there?
Yes?
Well, we were looking for bandits for her to feed on, because if we didn't, she would have feasted on a town.
Oh my god, you people are evil.
I don't think you understand how little options we had. We definitely can't take her.
Are you gonna sell us back to our family?
Sell? Why would he sell you to her family? They're just gonna give you to your families.
What? Why us
The
and no
lady
one
down.
else?
Well, adults have more of they kind of trying to guess what the fuck Sachi saved them. um, you are more impressionable than your elder counterparts. Could have been pressured into this.
Sachi's just standing at the end of the cart, like, arms crossed and looking down at the floor.
Quinn is trying to get you to not look at the carnage, like they're trying to not look at the carnage, because they definitely don't like that it's happening, but they don't think they could stop her.
She's not looking at the... Well...
Don't. I'm not gonna let you.
Yeah, no, she's just looking at the floor once you kind of indicate that she shouldn't look.
Listen, sometimes, well, we gotta make a bad situation. I'm gonna try and calm them down with persuasion, by the way. James?
How did I literally just connect the dots that I got my older brother because my
That's
mom
exactly
saved him from this person?
Yep.
And now I have
Followed in her footsteps.
Younger brother. I don't know.
Your first children.
No.
Yay.
They're only like a couple years younger than us.
A decade.
Yeah, we just look younger. We're not actually younger. So Quinn is gonna keep trying to like calm them down, James.
Alright.
And wait for the carnage to end, I guess.
Cool. So she finishes with the bow.
Is she still frenzied?
She doesn't seem to be. She seems to just be laying down in the pools of blood. There is surprisingly little blood for as much carnage as there is.
Am I in range to use telepathy on her? 60 feet.
No. You're about 500 feet away.
I'm gonna use so minor illusion has a right. You wanna come down?
I can go over and see if she's present.
I'm not gonna let you do that alone, darling. Let's go. I go with her down.
How?
Carriage?
But the boys.
Unfortunately, they can't really avoid her, can they? I'm
No.
gonna tell them to not look. Gonna like kind of like pat him on the shoulder. It's better if you don't look. Look down. And they go down to check if she's safe.
Who is going to pilot the cart?
Quinn is gonna pilot the cart.
Okay.
I'm taking the cart down.
Okay. You can just smell the viscera.
They shiver in disgust and a desire to have this not have happened, but shake their head and put themselves back in the game.
Anima stands up and wipes her bloody hands in her hair, sleeking it. That's much better.
Right. It's actually my bet if you take the boys to their families or to the town. Oh boy,
Like,
hate this
now or
very
later?
much.
What?
I don't think they should be here for too much longer. So as soon as you can, or I can do that and then come back with the carriage. Would that be preferable for you?
I mean, I'm the one with wings to escape and magic that can most likely keep her down for a little bit, so I think it's not great to leave you with her alone.
Right. So should you want me to take them back to the city with the carriage? Or do we just keep them around? Because I'm a bit concerned about having them around the person who, murdered their entire friends.
You should probably take them back to town.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them back to town and then come back, James. And I'm gonna ask them if they know where the bandits are. And where their base at.
Okay. South. Towns to the south of here.
Right. How do we
4 or
find them?
5 days.
Okay. What's its name and how do we find them?
Panta.
Okay.
Panta Bay.
Alright. I'm gonna give them 100 gold,
20 gold.
50 each. 100 gold, 50 each.
50 each.
Yeah.
They just look at it and cry.
I apologize for what happened.
My family's gonna kill me.
That woman is dangerous. If you ever see her again, I suggest you run the other way.
My family's gonna kill me.
Why? Why is your family gonna kill you?
I was supposed to bring back 800 gold.
Why?
That was my cut.
But why is your family gonna kill you for being attacked? Shouldn't they be happy or alive?
Not only did I not bring back money, but I lost the entire haul and the ship. Our bay only has 6 ships.
We can probably bring the hull back to the shore, right?
I mean, theoretically.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell them to stick around the city for a little bit. See if we can bring back the ship to shore. After we clean it of viscera.
Neither of you have any experience piloting ships.
Well, would they like to be the ones piloting their own ships full of viscera back to shore? I don't think so.
They're the only
No.
ones with any skill in it.
Let's at least clean the place up. I'll tell them to sleep at an inn for now.
Alright.
And go back to the ship.
Alright.
Has Anima said anything in the meantime?
What'd you ask?
I mean, I just kind of landed on the ship and started cleaning up.
Darling, there's no need to clean up. We can just leave.
People still need these supplies.
I mean, aren't they ill-gotten supplies?
We'll either take them back to their owners or take them back to others who can use them. No sense in wasting them all when people need them.
But that just involves us in a big long mess.
We can drop them off in the bay and leave without anyone seeing us.
Ugh. Do we have to? I'd really us just sink the ship and move on.
Doing this is the only way I can sleep ever again.
She just looks at you. What makes you feel so bad for these people?
They have lives and families, hopes and dreams. They're just doing what they think they have to survive.
You know vampires are the same way, right?
I don't go around slaughtering vampires.
But the people that you... When we were in Lorenz, 4, 5, 6 people threatened me with my life.
Lots of people threaten people. You're strong enough to protect yourself against it. Many others aren't. They don't even have a chance. As Sachi, dumps flesh overboard.
Right, but why should they get a chance? I'm just not seeing the point of it.
Sachi kind of pauses and looks at her for a second. I don't think it's something you can really explain. It's just something that you feel.
Are you calling me stupid?
No.
Sociopath?
Right, I think if you use your big girl words, you might be able to explain this to me.
Even when someone does something bad, even when they hurt someone else, you don't always know the reasons, what they've gone through, what's forced them to this point. People doing bad things may not have had a choice. Maybe more people would have been hurt because of not doing those bad things. Maybe they were guilted into it, blackmailed into it. Maybe they're just doing it to help those they love. Everyone.
Do you know how I came into existence as a vampire?
No, I don't.
My father sent letters inviting the richest families in the world to a party. They attended. From those families, he picked out a few acceptable candidates. I was one of them. He then killed my parents, turned them into vampires, and sent them out with me to turn me into a living weapon. So I spent the next 10 years being beaten around by vampires, as they made me do what's almost unspeakable even by, she gestures around, this stand. Now, what I did is irredeemable. But that just doesn't matter. Ain't nothing that can be done about that. Ain't nothing that can be done about whatever you've done. Ain't nothing can be done about what these people have. Sure, you can try and make their nonsense mean anything. But there's no point. Just look out for number one. She walks over to you and pokes you in the chest. Just keep yourself going, and you'll be fine. I have an idea. She walks over to what is some sort of flask container, and she bites into her pinky. She then lets it drip into the container. She then closes the lid, swirls it around, and walks over to you. Give this a drink.
Why would I do that?
Trust in my experience.
Uh, insight check?
She is trying to make this entire situation easier for you to handle.
Would you look at that?
Uh, no, thank you.
I think you could really use it, darling. She says that almost amused.
If the intent was for things like this to be easy to handle, then I'm sure I could. But I don't want this to be easy to handle.
Why not?
I don't want to accept stuff like this on a regular basis.
Do you plan for this to be the last time something like this happens?
That would be rather unrealistic of me. But I don't want to not care that it happens.
Why not? If you know it's going to happen, then why does it matter how you feel about it?
The worse I feel about it, the more I'm encouraged to avoid letting it happen.
But you just admitted that it's probably gonna happen again. And again. And again. You're some sort of Asimar, aren't you? Don't you live for, like, ever? If this happens somewhat in your life, it's gonna happen thousands, if not more times in your life.
And it would be pretty pathetic of me to give up this early.
What are you, 5?
Might as well be in the lifetime of forever.
Well, she hands you the flask. You can either drink this, or I make you like me.
Are you threatening me?
I wouldn't even call it a threat. See, you're talking to a fully charged foundling right now. Maybe when I was starving, you could have taken me. In fact, you probably could have. Not now. Besides, I get what I want. Always do.
Doesn't that get boring?
Not yet?
Fair enough.
James, tell me when I'm there.
You'd be circling the ship. You can't really get onto the ship, because if you do, then the cart's just going to crash into the water. You need someone constantly piloting the car.
So we're just kind of circling the ship and waiting for them to finish talking.
Yep. Come on, bottoms up.
Looks like our ride's here.
She leans and whispers in your ear. Or I can turn the boys into shish kebab.
Why do you care so much about this?
Well, I want you to do it, and you don't want to do it. So now it's got to happen. In case you're concerned, it won't turn you into a vampire.
Do I believe that?
Well, Alice taught you somewhat about how vampires work. To become a vampire, you've got to bathe a corpse in vampiric blood.
Hmm. Why is my brain telling me to flirt with her?
Seduce the
That's a
vampire.
terrible idea. That is the best reason to do that.
I know, it's terrible. It's terrible and horrible, and I'm going to end up getting you, me, and the boys killed. But I want to do it so bad.
Do you attempt to seduce the vampire?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm so stubborn. Why do I just not do this? Ugh.
Do what?
I mean, I should just drink the thing. I know that it's fine. Theoretically. And that seems to be my buzzword of the day, apparently. This is how I got Rail in so much trouble. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way. It's a flask that she gave me?
Yep.
Satu takes the flask, holds it up to kind of around the ship and says, "To the lives that have been lost here today, out of respect and sorrow." And then she takes a sip.
Alright. Make me a constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
It's not bad. You feel fine.
Alright.
She just stands there watching you, waiting for you to drink.
I hold it out to you. To her. Do you care for a sip?
Nope.
I recork it.
Why would I drink my own blood? It's just gross.
Why is it any less gross than drinking someone else's blood? Any more gross, sorry.
How do I put this in a way that you understand? Right. Imagine you grow your own food. You fertilize that ground yourself with your own dung. Now when you eat that food, you're remembering that your food was grown in dung. Your dung. Your poop was originally on that food. That food is made of your poop. That makes that food a lot grosser, doesn't it? But if you buy something at a shop, you don't usually think of that.
Does it? Does it make it gross?
Did I stutter?
Alright then, fair enough. Sachi just kind of like shrugs.
Waiting.
Honestly, girl, by the time I'm done with you, you'll have some sort of taste.
I'm sure that'll be exciting to see. Sachi holds out her hand towards her. Shall we?
Sure, she grabs you, pulls you onto her shoulder, she runs up the mask and jumps onto the car.
Quinn was like sipping tea with their legs crossed out of the cart, one over the other. Oh, hello there. Took you a little bit. Did I miss anything?
Sachi kind of like brushes herself off. So that's how you feel all the time. Interesting.
Feels nice, isn't it? You should do it more often. Absolutely no shame whatsoever.
Heck yeah.
And does indeed like being carried to places. That is at least a fifth the reason they didn't invest the strength. So, how are you two doing? Feeling better, Anima?
Well, yes. She offers you a
Wonderful.
flask.
I take it.
Sachi, you no longer have the flask on you.
I was just about to add it into my inventory, but never mind.
Quinn looks at the flask. Do you need me to hold this for you?
No, have a drink.
They open the flask and smell.
Smells like alcohol.
Sure. I take a sip.
Con save? You feel fine.
How does it taste?
Slightly coppery, mostly alcohol.
It tastes nice. Thank you. I give it the flashback.
All yours.
Really?
Yep.
My thanks.
She watches you, waiting for you to finish drinking it.
How much more is in the thing?
About a third.
I'll take one more sip and then stop. Gwen doesn't want to
next
get
con-
drunk.
Well, it's a success against the poison. It is not a success against vampiric blood. You go a bit emotionally numb.
They blink a bit, look down.
Their eyes look a bit bloodshot, Sarch.
They close it. Hand it, put it in their bag of in their like. Yeah, there. Put it in their waist. Oh, that's quite something. All right. I got the boys to tell me where the bandits are.
Oh, good. I am starting to feel a little peckish. She looks at
Already.
we don't need
Aren't
both
they
of
in
them
an
to.
inn in town?
No, they need to. They needed to get the boat back. We're just waiting for it to finish. I'm gonna take them both down. As in, I'm gonna take the cart that's exactly above the thing and tell them to jump. Because I think Sachi cleaned the boat, right?
Did I manage to get all of it?
Yep.
You do have
Well,
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation made it so that you got everything.
All right.
Yep. So I tell them to jump off.
They jump on.
Right. Can you take the ship back to shore?
Yeah.
All right.
They
I
start
want your
taking
names.
it back to shore.
I asked them for their names and I write it
Kirk
down.
and Sam.
All right. I will be coming back to check on you soon. Try not to become a bandit, will you? I don't like bandits. Are we understood?
Yes, madam.
There's a moment there where they blink, inhale. All right. Go off now. And then after that, they look to Sachi. Not a word.
Sachi's face is turned away and she's snickering into her hand.
Not a word.
I didn't say anything.
Don't.
I didn't.
They look to on. They give you a sour look. They then look to Anima. Very well.
Yes, madam.
They pause. They inhale deeply. Dear gods. What did I do to deserve this? Right. Miss Anima,
Yeah.
what are your plans from here on out?
Lady animal.
Lady Anima. Very well. For a second there, they thought that she was calling the Gwen lady. But thankfully, that wasn't the case.
Well,
What are your plans?
I'm not going home.
I
And I've
figured.
got to hide out until father tries to find
All right.
So she places her hand on your shoulder. So I guess I'm sticking around you guys for a bit.
Very well.
Glad you agree.
Well, we can always use company. They cannot indeed actually use company. One would very much like to be alone with Sashi for this, but whatever. Does she even know what we're doing?
Nope.
Do you even know what we're doing here?
Killing bandits?
Aside from that, the bigger purpose, the major objective.
Killing their boss?
They look to Sachi. Right.
You're acting like I should know something that you have not told me yet.
Apologies, I forgot we didn't have much time to converse, given our previous situation.
Tell me everything. You feel
We're in
slightly
a bit of
compelled to tell her everything.
We're in a bit of a political mission.
Go on.
Here to form a kingdom.
Why?
We'll further our goals. Though for now we must focus on, well, binding together a bunch of different peoples under our rules. We have the support of most of the relevant people, but
So you're just trying to turn this region into a nation?
yes,
Right.
our nation, specifically. Will that be a problem?
That won't be an issue.
Wonderful. If you are okay with helping us in this, then your company is very much appreciated.
Well, I do owe you for saving me, so... Sure.
Welcome aboard, Lady Anima. I think this will be a very profitable relationship.
Right. Can you drop me off at town?
Sure.
I'll meet you back at the town with the person who you had a meeting with at their mansion.
Right. Any reason why?
Just gonna be having a look around at my own pace without you flying around with a giant car.
Sure. When do we meet again?
A month?
Sure.
A month should be plenty of time. This place isn't that big.
You try not to go into killing Rem, but it's too obvious.
You've got a deal.
We would prefer if you didn't kill innocents. Thanks are fair game. Barbarians are too.
Noted.
Alright. Let's drop her off in the town.
Alright. Where do you two go next? She waves you off
Soon
as she walks away.
They look to Sachi. That's gonna be a problem. Unfortunately, I do not know the solution to it. Let us hope she plays nice.
Indeed.
It's a shame what she did to those people, though they weren't exactly innocent.
It appears we will have to make sacrifices along our way.
Yes, but I would prefer not to have to make too many. Plus, we lose ourselves along the way.
Are you feeling alright, by the way?
I have you with me. That's all I need.
She takes your hand and squeezes it.
They squeeze back. Let's go. Right, so we managed to get the political support of one of the important dudes, right? At least so far.
Yep.
And we have a month. Dude, can I roll investigation at the town where the dude to know what's the best, the next key area we should try to conquer to get the support off? I mean, because this guy seems relevant.
You don't well, you want to make sure that you've got the land bridge. So the town that you're currently in is probably the close... Actually, no. The town next to this one is probably the closest to the land bridge.
Right.
Though you'd need to actually construct a town on the land bridge.
How long does it take to construct a town?
It's more money than it is time.
Right.
You can set
How
one up
much
to
money?
start being... Well... Small hamlet is like 20,000 gold.
Right. Shouldn't be impossible to get.
That's 2,000 platinum?
Yep.
I already have that.
Alright. Definitely not complaining.
The goal would be to have a town, though.
Yeah, but it's, a hamlet should be enough for initially, right?
Then it can start producing goods to start up a small economy and then venture out to trade. I mean, potentially, depending what supplies the
Yep.
land bridge has.
Can you give me a second so I can get myself a glass of water, please?
Sure.
Does the diadem I was given do anything?
Nope. It does have the initials, though, of Sachi Dare.
Uh, I'll just leave that in my bag.
It's initialed on the inside of the crown, not the outside.
Still don't really want to be toting around that while I'm as I am.
Fair enough.
The less people I get recognized by, the better.
I have returned. Hello.
Welcome back.
Right, so we have to build a hamlet. The land bridge, I presume, is this part, right? This is the land bridge.
Yep.
So we want to build a hamlet here?
Ideally.
A town, I mean, but... Right. So where do we need a foothold to get people there? Here?
No.
Here.
Yep.
Right. So let's go there, and then we can come back to the town with where Bob Ross was.
Alright. You arrive there by sunset.
We should try to be a bit inconspicuous with our landing. So we're not
Let's,
like
yeah.
already starting with a potentially dangerous reputation.
Yeah, I was about to say that. We should probably land the carriage a little bit away and then ride in. If we don't find being known for the nightmares. Or just land outside in the woods or something like that and then walk in. Depending on if there's woods. Because if it's a town and a plain, then there's nothing really we can do. Like, they're gonna see us.
Alright. So landing a couple miles away?
Yep, like
Alright.
3 miles. I will keep Aslan with me though, if you're okay with that, Real.
Who?
Aslan, the lion.
That's
No,
not
that's
what they're
right.
referring.
I was referring to the player.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're
mean-
okay with using your name in stream, so it's like, okay, what do I call them? Fuck.
Sachi.
Yeah, but then how do I differentiate between talking to Sachi and talking to, like, Sachi? You know?
uh
You get what
Well.
I mean.
uh I feel like Aslan and Navek would also draw a bunch of attention.
They would. Right, they stay back for now,
Yeah.
fortunately.
Because Navek's
Quinn
also
will,
here.
yeah, but Quinn doesn't really like being away from his lion.
I know.
He's gonna lay a kiss on the lion's head before going.
Alright.
Fucking love that lion.
The
Right, let's go.
Yeah, our familiars are, instructed to stay around, and the nightmares are instructed to stick with the familiars.
Oh, did you do the familiar ritual with Havoc?
Is it it's a fine steed, I think.
Yeah, but I did the find familiar ritual with Therian.
Ah, no, I don't have that.
Yeah, he even took I believe he's 8 levels of fight. You
Oh,
should consider it's pretty cool. Right. Yeah. We go to town.
Alright.
Gee, are you really content with spending that much money on this? It is 2,000 platinum, right?
if that's the next step that makes sense in our plan, then yes.
All right. James, do we get any platinum from Sachi? Because I
Nope.
remember I got a knife and a scepter from her, right? The bad
Yes.
day side and the scepter. Right. Let's just go. So I'd like to roll a charisma investigation as soon as we get in.
Alright, what for?
Seeing what's the rumors and stuff around this place.
So
I
you
want to.
spend
I
the
want to
night
see what
doing
the power. Yeah, I want to spend the night seeing what the rumors are, what the power structure is. Can I do that?
Yep.
32.
Right. While Threon's area is pretty much the largest area, this place handles most of the actual power, as everything passes through here. This is one of two areas that pretty much everything has to pass through at one point or another.
We want to set up a third, right?
Well, you want to set up a land bridge for potential land travel.
Yep. Right. So what's the power structure here?
It appears to be led by a self-appointed, not necessarily a council, but there are three individuals who pretty much run the town. Sachi, so
Can I find out
to
about them?
import spells, if you go to the top right, you click on a little compendium pack, then you go to spells, should be celestial spells, then arcane, or sorry, in your case divine, and then you can see all the different spell levels. From there you just drag them into your character.
Where is Celestia spells?
It should just be one of a tab. So you're in compendium.
Uh,
On the right hand side you should see game settings, compendium, playlist, actors, and all of those.
okay. Thank you. I was actually in like the import section, which is not correct.
Ah. What were you saying, Quinn?
Right. So, assuming I'm just looking at the map, right? The region we probably want to make into a kingdom, as far as I understand it, this region here, right?
Yes.
Right. So we want to control this part, right?
Yes.
And sorry. So we want to control this part, and then we probably want to control this part too, correct?
Yes.
Because that's the second best connection to land, correct?
Yep.
Because if we have this part, we control who comes in and who goes in and goes out and comes in, right? Well, there's also sea travel from here, so we do need to get this place too. But I feel like, and here, right? So that's 4 spots, I think. Is there anywhere else, I think, that we should be concerned of? Because everywhere else, sure, you can take a boat, but it's going to be considerably more difficult, right?
No, there's a main
Far as I
point of
understand.
vulnerability. Plus, when you control this part here, you control the entire entryway to that lake.
Yeah. So what are the main points in ability? I'm assuming here where we are? And probably here too, right?
So what was that?
I'm trying to tell which of the cities in the main map are the main points in ability. Can you point them out for me? Because I'm assuming this one, because it has a higher map icon.
Yep, that is the highest populated one.
Right, and then the one we're in, that's right below, right? Like, so it's like if I take the token out, just so I can see things. So
That's the
there's
second
here?
most populated one.
Right. So
There's this one, and then
right.
which is where Thrian is. Then there's this one, which is where the farmlands and the noble is that you met.
All right. And then there's here, right?
Yep. Everything passes through either here or here.
So we want this place too. We basically already have this place, right? Because of Thrian.
You can assume.
And we already have this guy on here. So Sachi.
Yes.
Sachin. Thank you. So, if we want to go for political control, we need to get this place and this place. And then we need to get the more influence over these areas. So basically focus here and here.
All right.
So we have like 4 goals right now. If we control here, we control the entry to the lake. If we control here, we control the entry to land. And then there's some minor locations that I think would help, like this place. This is the second closest. But if we control here and here, they're already basically isolated, so we can get, pressure on them anyway. So we mainly need to worry about... let me just mark it up. I believe here, here, and put this in blue. Yeah, blue's a good color. We basically already have here and here. Because here's 3 in, and here is the noble dude. So we need to get those 2 below. And we're already in one of them, so that's good. And then we need to put the little
Alright.
hamlet thingy, like here. Right. So you said there was a council here in this town, right, James?
Yep.
Can I tell anything about the individuals in the council?
There are 3 parties.
Right. Go on.
So there is the wisdom, the merchant, and the mayor. They all have equal power when it comes to anything in the nation, in the town.
Right, but what is their defining traits? What makes them different from one another aside from their main constitutions? I suppose, like the merchants already have merchant.
Well, the merchant
Like-
handles trade and organization for businesses. The wisdom, their job is to guide what is best for the town as a whole over many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And the mayor's job is to see to day-to-day activities.
So if they all have equal vote, we just need to get 2 of them on our side.
Right, so ideally, we'd get the merchants and the wisdom because the mayor is gonna do what's better for the day to day. However, it really depends on what the wisdom is. The wisdom might not agree that this is best for the town in many, many long years. We need to scout out the wisdom. Right, so let's stay here a week initially, right? Do the same thing that we did last time, be seen around town. Tell Aslan and the familiars and the nightmares to eat. But we should probably just bring them food daily. And let's just try to establish main targets of interest. Like roll more charisma investigation, see who we should try to cozy up to get information.
All right.
So that's the plan. James, any taverns or inns?
Yep, there's 2 taverns.
Right. Let's find one of them. They both have rooms.
Yep.
Sleep in. Right, let's sleep in one of them. I'd like a room for a week.
That'll be 1.5 gold.
Right, I'll pay it.
Sorry, that'll be 3 gold, not 1.5.
3 gold?
Yep.
That's how many silver?
30.
30?
Oh, can I pay it in gold?
If you want
I
to.
I have an uneven 3, so that makes it an even number.
Fair enough. I would do the same.
Heck yeah.
Right, and I get myself in Dirasachi room.
Yep.
And is it too late right now?
Sorry, was
Is it late right now?
is it later?
Is it late?
Late at night?
Yeah. Should we? Is this like sleep time?
Yes.
Right. So let's go sleep.
Alright. Then that is where we can end it for this week.
Really? Already? It's only been what, 3 hours?